Hi everybody, welcome to Module 1 of Contact 2020. I'm here to train you from my office today. The first C in Contact stands for communicate with yourself first. And it's all about expanding awareness and getting really aware of what's going on for us before we start sharing.
So I think awareness of self and surroundings is so important when navigating crucial conversations and conflict. Right now, ask yourself, self, what's going on for me and what's in my surroundings? Just take note. It's an awareness exercise. Note your senses. What are you hearing? What do you think about it? How do you feel about it right now with what you're listening to? And what do you want right now? What's your intention? Is your intention to learn, to be a better communicator, or to please your boss, or both? Pause the video, look inside and expand, look around you, do it. So how do you get aware quickly and effectively to move a conversation forward in difficult situations without feeling too awkward? Well, first of all, the best way to communicate with yourself is to do it before the conversation takes place, whenever you can. When there's an opportunity to plan your tough conversations, do it. It's a good idea. Keeping in mind, a plan for a tough talk needs to be flexible. It's an outline only, designed to make sure you are thorough and authentic in your explanation of what's going on for you. Now, reactions can take plans off track. As you go through contact, you'll learn how to bring things back to what matters by using the hip as a guide to uncover and explore each other's interaction process, and eventually uncovering the common intention, allowing you to move forward. Keep in mind, when the conversation sparks suddenly and you can't plan, you follow these same steps for awareness before you speak. Okay, to start our communications plan, we go around the hip. Key 1, ask yourself, what did I sense? What exactly did I just hear? What did I see? Think in detail. What was their body language? What was their tone of voice? What specific words did I hear? Key 2, when I heard that, what did I feel in my gut or my heart? Be accurate. Am I afraid or slightly concerned? Am I confident to go on in this conversation? You might ask, when did I feel this before? Do I need to shift this emotion? How did I shift it last time? You know, sometimes people have a hard time identifying feelings accurately. If that's you, you can refer to the complete feeling list posted in the program. Key 3, what are my thoughts in this situation? You might ask yourself, has this happened before? And what was the outcome? If it wasn't good last time, ask yourself, what could I do different? You might think about, what could the potential seed of benefit be from this situation when it's resolved? You know, some of this is likely already automatic for you. Good job if it is. Okay, let's move on. Key 4. What's my intention here right now? And what is it in the big picture? I strongly recommend considering intending a win-win outcome at this point. In important relationships or situations, wanting win-lose outcomes that benefit me only will only make us both lose in some way in the long run. Now, in things like sports, win-lose works, but when building relationships and connections, it's not so good. Think win-win is one of Stephen Covey's 7 habits of highly effective people, and it's key to effective communicating. So align your intentions according to win-win. Just ask, what's the best scenario for both people? Consider how you want to feel and how the other person probably wants to feel at the end of all of this. Now, do I truly know what the best scenario is for the other person without asking? I know I don't. And remember, it's most likely that you don't either. Okay, so key 5, ask yourself, what's the best way for me to act and react? Remember that speaking words and asking a question is an action in itself. And tune into yourself deeper here. What voice tone am I using? And what kind of tone could I use? How is it best for me to express my body language and my facial expression? Is my body language healthy right now? Do I need to change it? What words do I choose to open the conversation? Do I use I statements or you or we statements? And when do I use them? Ask yourself, what questions are best for me to ask so I get what I want here? You can write all these questions down and some of the answers to them in your plan. For sure, I want you to write down the last, very important key question. Ask yourself, what might the other person's human interaction process be in this situation? And when you're in the conversation, I want you to find out what it really is. It's a great process for learning to realize that every person is different and has a very unique hip. In fact, our human interaction processes are as unique for each individual as our DNA. So when you ask yourself the 6th question, answer with an, I don't know for sure. I think it's ABC, but I've got to ask.
Okay, so I'm going to interject with an important tip right here, right now. And it's about getting and asking for feedback. And I'm sure when you just heard get feedback, have you felt that pit in your stomach when somebody gives you negative feedback? I certainly have. And often our immediate response is defensiveness in some way. And we'll talk about the different types of defensiveness that comes up when we get feedback a little bit later. Having said that, what I do when somebody gives me negative feedback, and I ask for it. I want to know what I can do to be better. So I've asked for feedback throughout my career in the different situations that I've found myself in, because I truly want to be a better communicator and be better at whatever I'm doing. And so we can't do that without getting authentic and honest feedback and then being able to adapt into that feedback and decide what's right about it, what's wrong about it, how I can be better. And so when somebody gives me negative feedback, I might say something like, whoa, that's how you perceive me? Okay, it's real for you. That's what you see. I accept that. I want to contemplate and think about this for a little while. I'll get back to you on it. Thanks for the feedback. And when we do that, and we just give ourselves a little bit of time to go and think about things, and then maybe ask another person if they see us the same way. And once we assimilate what that means for us, that negative feedback, the best thing that we can do is A, accept it as real for the other people. That's how I am perceived at times. And B, forgive ourselves for making that mistake or for triggering negative emotion in another person. First thing is forgiveness. Acceptance, then forgiveness. Actually, the first thing is acceptance, I guess. Then forgiveness. And then set a plan or make an intention to do better. And then focus on the future. So accept the mistake that I made in the past. Live in the moment, forgive myself, and live in the moment, make a plan or decide what I'm going to do to be better. So that's important, and it's what matters to us and to me and to most people is that we're liked. People want to be loved or liked to some degree. And that's very, very key. Now, to do that, we have to analyze all the different things that matter to us in an interaction before we go into that interaction.
You know, there's times being self-aware is so much easier said than done. When difficult situations appear and we're not expecting them, we can react in ways that don't help us get the outcomes that we want. When it happens, we're responding to what's called an automatic, for me, suddenly triggered emotion. Have you had that experience of being suddenly triggered and then just going off? Saying things and then later thought, it would have been better if I didn't say that. For the next little while, practice being aware thoroughly anytime you think of it. Now, for a quick review, simply ask yourself, what did I specifically hear? How do I feel and think about it? And what do I want? How am I going to respond? What's my body language, facial expression? What questions should I ask first? What words should I choose? And what might the other person be thinking, feeling, and intending? Simply practice to get really good at awareness of what matters to you and to other people. Your hip and theirs. Just make it a habit, and it's a great first step to becoming a better communicator. And remember to get some feedback from friends, family, and colleagues to expand your awareness. It helps make communicating with yourself first quick and effective in those important conversations that can be life-changing moments. Hey, thanks again for watching and committing to being a better communicator. Great job. Keep going. See you in the next video. Go out and make it an awesome day. Like this video if you like it. Cheers. Bye for now.